we have talked a lot about the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson and their success, and right now they're on the outside of the playoffs looking in after last week's loss. But however, Lamar Jackson still did not practice today despite that bone bruise on his ankle. Combs, do the Ravens need Lamar Jackson on the field to make the playoffs?
No. Actually, if Lamar Jackson comes back, they don't make the playoffs.
Oh, like that.
I think that this team can rally around the kid and really make a run here. I think they lose out if Lamar comes back. I think Lamar playing hurt and trying to play hero is going to hurt them more than help them. And they've got a kid that has stepped in, that has, been better than advertised. He can run the ball just like Lamar, but he's a better passer than Lamar. He's not quite the running back where Lamar is. I mean, you'll give him that, but he is good. He's a better passer than Lamar. And so I would absolutely not rush Lamar back, because I would rather run the gauntlet with Tyler Huntley. And what you've got left for a schedule here, being the Bengals, the Rams, and the Steelers, you're going to need a better passer.
Right.
You're going to need somebody that doesn't take off with the ball or try to throw on the run and try to make something crazy happen. You need a guy who can sit in the pocket and throw the ball against these defenses. So, if they're going to win any of these games, I think they're better off with Huntley at quarterback.
Yeah, and I agree with you to an extent. So obviously, Lamar Jackson brings that it factor to the position. Not saying that he's a better passer than Huntley by any means, but he has ability to break a big play at any given time on the field. And sometimes you just need that little spark as a team to get excited and play well. Just because right now the Baltimore Ravens only had 13 players on the defensive side of the ball at practice today. So obviously COVID is running through that team like crazy, and we have seen that the NFL or the NFL has said they're not going to push games back anymore for the rest of the year because of the COVID issues. But with that being said, I am going to revert back to what you said about Ian Book and the New Orleans Saints. Combs, the Baltimore Ravens have a pretty good defense if they're able to play, right? If they're healthy. And Huntley is just good enough to score this many points, right, to get them over those humps. And I agree with you. I think if Lamar Jackson comes back, how do you beat Lamar Jackson? You force him to throw the ball, and the Rams secondary is great. The Steelers defense already beat them once this year, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe the Bengals beat them down, 41-17 or 41-14. So they have Lamar Jackson's number. They've only seen Huntley on film. You can watch all the film you want, but players look faster, or they're faster on the field. They have better arm talent when you see him in person. So I agree with you 100%. If Lamar Jackson comes back too early, as in not at 100%, they will not make the playoffs.